This is Pete Feenstra on the 5th of June for GetReadyToRock.com and for GetReadyToRockRadio.com. It's hard to remember both of them. Talking to Zoe Schwarz on my right, who's going to shake my hand for continuity purposes. Rob Koral on my left, the two mainstays of Blue Commotion.
Yep.
And a very rare London gig apart from the 100 Club.
Oh, I suppose recently it's been rare, but we've done a few.
Yeah? Good. You're here to promote The Blues Don't Scare Me, which I think is your second album.
It is our second one, yes.
And on your own label?
No, it's actually 3 records.
Oh, 3 records, yeah. That was they do jazz stuff as well, don't they?
They do. They have a world music section of it, which that's on catalogue, and then they have a jazz catalogue. So
and most of this stuff is self-penned.
Yes, virtually all of it, 90%.
And is it stuff that you play on as part of the live show?
All of it, yeah,
it's hard
very much
talking
so.
like this.
It is, isn't it?
Sorry.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
And are these songs that you've been playing a long, long time, or?
No, most of the songs on that album were songs that we'd written just that last year.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, maybe they never forgotten which ones they were on now. So of course we've recently recorded another. Yeah, all recent, all recent, and then of course my nod to Billie Holiday. So that's Billie Holiday Blues, but all of them are original. So that's more than 90%.
But you actually took a step up with the last record, didn't you? Do you want to tell everybody what that was called? That was the one that gave you quite a lot of notoriety.
The one prior to
sense of the word.
The one prior to that was called Good Times.
Good Times, yeah.
It was the first one with this band, and likewise that was mostly original music.
And it's a 6-piece band.
Well, 5 actually.
Oh,
it was 6, but
don't tell me the harmonica player's gone.
no. The harmonica is very much like it's not Blue Commotion without him. But no, Pete Whitaker, Hammond organ,
yes.
who is a monster player.
He certainly is.
We did a gig not that long ago. I think it was Skegness, and sort of for lots of different reasons and economical ones. He did bass with his left hand because of course that's what you can do on Hammond. And also it's got separate speakers and everything. So. Nobody, kind of a room of, several thousand people, a few thousand people, nobody spotted that there wasn't a bass player, and neither did I, neither did we, and the sound was full, the sound was rich, and actually it means that collectively the 3 main guys, Rob, guitar, Paul on drums, Pete on Hammond, it sort of gave them room to be more gelled and creative somehow, just through them. So we've actually not looked back. So we're just
Hammond player, but not the bass player.
Not the bass player. So we've just got Pete on left hand being the bass. And we like this business of just being 5. It's a really...
No, I mentioned it when I thought that it was 6 because you've got so many frontline players, and people think of Blue Commotion sometimes of being a little bit a bit straight ahead, but in actual fact when you play live, I mean you jam out quite a lot, don't you?
We do, yeah, we do.
Stretch out, as they say in the trade. And,
do they?
Yeah.
Oh, it's blowing. Yeah,
blowing, yeah. And Rob, you do it on an upside down left-handed guitar, is that right?
I do it on a proper left-handed guitar, so it's built left-handed. The volume and tone are in the right place below the strings, and the top E string is there towards the floor, like it's supposed to be. Yeah. Isn't that what Jimi Hendrix did, or do you do it back to front?
Do you know what? I've had so many left-hand guitar players tell me different things. Like we had Coco on tour the other week, and he said it was a right-hand guitar strung the other way, whatever that means.
I think you get tuning problems with that, don't you? But Ibanez, which is Rob's guitar, they built it for him and gave it to him.
Oh really? So it's a signature guitar.
That's my signature guitar.
And we'll be playing that tonight, hopefully.
I will be. Yes. I will be.
Now let's talk about the band's influences, because you've got to this point now. The last few albums, you're writing your own material. It's distinctively your own style.
Yeah,
but you actually come from 2 separate musical backgrounds, don't you?
Yeah, we do. We collide in the middle.
So how did that work? Well, let's talk about yours first, Zoe.
Oh, okay. But
and we'll say the best for last.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure whether my side sort of puts it all off, but I was kind of classically trained, and
that's a good start.
And then I went sort of from being classical to the jazz thing, and then met Rob, and then the more we started the writing songs actually. I love singing the Great American Song, but don't do the classical thing anymore. Yeah. Somebody gave me a Billie Holiday tape, and I thought, oh wow, phrasing, you can do what you like. And I left the classical thing behind of sort of having to follow dots.
Yeah.
And the jazz thing, and the more we started writing, it just got bluesier and bluesier, and my voice got bigger as I got older. And
but phrasing is very much part of what you do.
absolutely,
All these vocal swoops, and it's fantastic.
The phrasing is what I like, and that's how. I mean, I think that's how you can be an individual. So any one night there'll be a song, and any recording of that any different night, it would be different because depending on the mood of the room and the mood of the people and the mood I'm in and all the rest of it.
And so does that mean that Rob has to battle to get his solo in there?
Absolutely not.
No, not at all.
No, because I mean, I guess on the evidence of what I've heard, your solos are very much an integral part of the song anyway. They're not just there for stretching out the number.
And everybody. But we're every person in the band we're all equal parts. So everyone is adding their creative stamp. It's not just diva in the front. Everyone is as important as everyone else.
And your background, Rob, was you've been on the old Grey Whistle Testament sort of things.
Have you seen that?
No, I've been looking for it.
Oh, fine. I'll show it
It's
to
an
you.
urban rumour.
No, I have, yeah.
I'm sure it's true.
My route is the traditional one. We were at school, heard the Creamflower concert on the omnibus special that they made for it. We were at school, and it just sent shivers down my spine. And then having not heard that music for 20 years, and then it was all remastered and reissued, it had the same effect.
Brought you back into it as well.
It had the same effect on me the second time round. It's still so intense and so powerful and so direct.
Yeah.
It's not been equalled ever since, I don't think. For me.
No, it was the intensity, and it was also the time. It was very improvisation at the time.
It was
so
very
self-taught. So
yeah, I'm self-taught. Yeah, just trying to copy the sounds, and then got deeper into it and sort of studied a bit in a way myself. Taught oneself. So when we play blues, we play on the changes. We don't just use a minor pentatonic over all three chords.
Yeah. A lot more feeling.
So he taught himself, but there isn't anything about harmony. He doesn't know,
Well,
but you play that.
So his vocabulary is massive.
So you've got a tension there between the classically trained musician and the guy that does it by ear. I guess that's interesting.
Self-taught.
Well, self-taught, no, because he now knows everything about harmony. No, he's very, he's got a big vocabulary.
Yeah.
I mean, I think a lot of bands who play kind of rock music or blues music or whatever, I think you can get away with only knowing a few chords and then you just do the
dynamics
pentatonic scale and turn it up loud. But no, the guys in the band, just have a big vocabulary of music, and which is why I think that the blowing side of things is very interesting and very creative.
Very interesting. Paul, our drummer, Paul Robinson, played with Nina Simone for the last 19 years of her career, touring around the world.
And he survived to tell the tale.
And he survived.
And he's got lots of stories.
And he plays with Simone right now.
Wow.
He played with Van Morrison, I think a bit with Rod Stewart, a bit with Paul McCartney, and lots of pop things as well. So there's a lot of history there to...
So I was going to ask you actually, having met each other and having decamped from London to Poole, or wherever you are, Dorset, was it difficult to pull in the calibre of musicians that you need for a project like this?
No, because they live in London.
So how did you meet up? That's the obvious question. I mean,
just probably on a gig somewhere some years back, or being on the same gig and becoming friends over a period, doing gigs together, and they were the perfect people to, some of the...
We've done jazz gigs with them in the past.
Yeah.
When did you actually get to rehearse then? Where do you do that?
In the recording studio just before we record.
Right, so you don't...
On a sound check.
Oh my goodness, yeah.
Well, they read, you see, so we do sort of... I mean, obviously on a big gig it's not cool to have the charts, but they are such brilliant, proficient musicians that, if there's the cut, we put the charts out, and then on the sound check, we introduce new songs on sound checks and kind of work through the riff, and then the songs then change, and then they're interesting, and
I was going to ask
take
you
on their own
that.
life, and that's
Is that the case that you would come with the bare bones of a song, or the thing written
the structure of the song stays the same,
but then the band would kind of extemporise on it?
There's a middle section with kind of blowing.
We don't tell people how to play because we trust them that they'll bring something good to it, and they always do. Okay. So having talked about that and the songs on there which are only a year old, we've just this last month written another 12 brand new originals, some of which we played tonight, and we've just recorded last week.
Where did you do that?
Poole College.
Oh,
it's got a nice big live room.
Very good, brand new.
Yeah.
Really good.
Still some months away before it'd be ready because there's the post-production mixing and all the rest of it.
Well, I guess if you released it in
September.
autumn, yeah,
September.
That would make sense.
And you can have a bonus track. Because we did 3 bonus tracks as well.
My goodness. I'll work that one out soon, yeah. Well, the current album, just again in case people didn't catch it, it's called The Blues Don't Scare Me, and it's mighty fine stuff. It's had some great reviews.
Thank you.
You've just done the Headland Bridge Blues Festival, I believe. That was a good one.
Yeah.
And you've got some more in the pipeline?
Yes, lots more on the pipeline. Yeah.
Marlborough Festival, Upton Blues Festival, Maryport.
That's all this summer, I guess.
Yes. Quite a few. They're all on the website.
Yeah, Uckfield, Swanage.
There's a few others as well.
Tidmouth.
Well, all you people out there can look at the website, which is
bluecommotion.com.
it's all on there. It's been Pete Feenstra talking to Zoe Schwarz one more time. Rob Koral, I'm going to go away now and hear them play. It's been Jeff on the camera. Good evening.
Thank you.